How's that for a fucking intro? Give it up, everybody, for the Warriors of the Rising Sun. No, wait, nobody's clapping. Why is nobody clapping? Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Lucas Ion on YouTube for wrestling side things for your Monday Night Raw June 30th, 2025 review. Yes, it's a new intro for the wrestling YouTube channel. My first ever intro music, to say the least. I hope y'all enjoy that. You expect that more often. Expect that all the freaking time on YouTube, by the way. I expect that all of my videos to be something like that, at least on wrestling side of things. I don't know if once I start the sports and music channels, I don't know if I have the same music. I might do like a different music, to say the least. I mean, more like a music and like sports like theme song, to say the least. But this is like more like a wrestling theme song. It's better than freaking most Death Rebel theme songs, am I right, people? I'm serious. I ain't joking. That's how bad Death Rebel is. I can come up with better music in my sleep than this Death fucking Rebel. Okay, maybe not, but you get the point. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing today? How you all doing today, for sure? I'm your host, always, Lucas E. Allen. Follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, Lucas E. Allen. Facebook is still technically no limits to Lucas, so you have to change that. Watch on YouTube, obviously the only place to get me on, Lucas E. Allen. Hit the like button on today's video. Turn on the bell for post notifications after you obviously subscribe if you haven't already. And also leave a comment in this video what you think of Monday Night Raw from June 30th of 2025. Well, I'll get right into your review today. Yeah, I know, you talk, the Warriors of the Rising Sun, that's a banger theme song, Lucas. Hope to see people say that. I don't think you shit on the theme song. Hope that if you do that shit on the theme song, you're immediately gone from this fucking podcast. Or just say the least. Let's get right into your show, shall we? I wasted like 3.5 minutes on this freaking 3.5 minutes on discussing anything wrestling related. We're going to discuss Monday Night Raw, June 30th, 2025, Rhea Ripley. She starts the show, and Iyo Sky, the reigning defending WWE Women's World Champion, interrupts by saying that she talked to Adam Pearce that Iyo will be defending the WWE Women's World Championship against Rhea at Evolution July 13th. I'll be honest, I don't like this decision. I don't hate Rhea Ripley at all, by the way. I don't hate Rhea at all. But this was just, you can't do this. I mean, you can't do this, I guess, but my God, bro. What's with Rhea in the title picture? I get it, it's Evolution, the second ever Evolution women's PLE. And I'm not saying you can't have Rhea on the show. I'm not saying you can't have her on the show, people. I never said that. But in my opinion, like, why is Rhea always in the title picture? This is where people get pissed off at other things like that. This is where people insert a name here, call him Hogan. There's a reason why people do that. I mean, there's also not a reason to do it at the same time, too. I'm not defending the Hulk Hogan freaking comparisons at all. Don't get it twisted, people. There's a reason for you get to my point for that. Rhea's nowhere near Hulk Hogan. Definitely not. But my God, bro. Why is Rhea always in the title picture? I don't hate Rhea Ripley. I actually like Rhea Ripley quite a bit. I think she's incredibly overhated in the wrestling community. But she doesn't mean she should not be in a title picture. I'm not saying she never needs to be in a title match ever again. Don't get it twisted. I ain't never saying that either. But she's been like in a title picture the last couple years. Not that I hate the title picture at all, but I'm just saying in general. Like, come on. We need to make some better contenders for Iyo Sky in that women's world title. If she beats Iyo, I'm going to have maybe more of a problem with this at Evolution. She'll wait and find out for sure, to say at least. We're going to discuss that. I'll discuss in the Judgement Days, JD McDonough and Finn Balor defeated New Day, the Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston to win the WWE World Tag Team titles. Fun match, don't get me wrong, but what the fuck? We're going right back to the Judgement Days Tag Team title run? The fuck are we doing here, man? Like, I get it, the New Day's run's been awful. Anybody with the World Tag Team titles reigning is awful, to say the least. But my God, you're going right back to Balor and McDonough for what, dude? For what? And establish another feud with a Judgement Day involving their tag team titles. It's fine. The women, Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez, not the women's tag team titles, and I freaking hate that too. Burn the women's tag team titles, please, and get rid of them at least. Put them in a trash can, but never be seen again, please. Just like the 24/7 championship. Whatever trash can Nikki Cross through that end, put that titles in that trash can. They're completely useless at this rate. I couldn't stand that. I mean, they basically gave Raquel the championship, Liv's championship, to freaking Roxanne. When in reality, you should be freaking vacating the title. So it makes sense by that. It makes zero sense, to say the least. We also got some Rusev defeats Sheamus in a very fun match. Discuss that. Also, the best thing on the show, Gunther, the reigning defending WWE World Heavyweight Champion, made his way to the ring to discuss his defense of the World Heavyweight Championship against Goldberg at Saturday night's main event, July 12th, excuse me. And after Gunther was talking trash about Goldberg, Gunther asked what's next. And Seth Rollins, Mr. Money in the Bank himself, came out and to say that he didn't want to cash in the Money in the Bank contract at United Champions on John Cena and CM Punk for the Undisputed WWE Championship, more specific. He just wanted to cost CM Punk the Undisputed WWE Championship instead, and Punk hit the ring and seeking revenge. Basically, all freaking chaos broke loose. Punk came out, he shoved Gunther to a point, and Seth Rollins hightailed it out of the ring. He put the eye over Punk. And also, LA Knight attacked Seth Rollins as well in the crowd. Basically set up Saturday night's main event between Seth Rollins and LA Knight for July 12th. Don't know if I like that at all either. Because we're going to do it. We're going to LA Knight not a necessary out because he ain't beating Seth Rollins. To say the least. Also, some Lyra Valkyria versus Bayley goes to the draw. Right for one more contendership for Becky Lynch in the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. Solid match, I would say, but a little bit of question about the freaking ending here. Not that I was expecting that. I was expecting more of a DQ here, more of a count out. But I don't mind a draw finish. It was kind of executed kind of awkwardly to a point, I would say. We're going to discuss that. Also discussing your main event, a very formulaic tag team main event for SmackDown. And more like this is Raw, obviously. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed defeat Sami Zayn and Penta in the main event. And after the match, the Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed attempted to further punish Zayn, only for a steel chair challenge Jey Uso to make the save. The former world champion laid into Breaker, then ended Reed's night by throwing a chair in his face. Freaking awkward way to end the show. The match was okay for what it was, but that was just a fucking awkward way to end your Monday Night Raw, June 30th, 2025. It was just awkward, man. What do you want me to say? It was freaking awkward. Like, you throw the chair in the face of Bronson Reed. You know how wrong it sounds to throwing a chair in Bronson Reed's face and then go off the air with that? Like, that's fucking bizarre if I've ever seen any, to say the least. Discussing on today's podcast, Judgement. These are this week's Monday Night Raw, June 30th, 2025 review on Lucas Eon on YouTube, to say the least. Starting with, you guessed it, Rhea Ripley. She starts the show, and Iyo Sky, the reigning defending WWE Women's World Champion, interrupts by saying that she talked to Adam Pearce, and to say that Iyo will be defending the WWE Women's World Championship against Rhea at Evolution. A big fat C to start your show. Listen, even the segment itself was not that great at all. Highly forgettable, and honestly, I might be being generous with giving it. I actually like that great giving it a C, but my god, bro. I get starting Rhea with a big announcement, but I mean, she even announced what it was. The announcement, Rhea Ripley's announcement was, to say the least. It was so much for Iyo coming out and defend her championship against Rhea at Evolution. That's all it was. That's literally all it was, man. Listen, like I said at the top of the show, I don't hate Rhea Ripley at all, people. I think she's quite overhated in the wrestling side of things. But my god, if you think that's good, scot-free pass not criticizing you, y'all be out of your fucking mind. Come on, people. You know me very well by now because I've been doing podcasts for almost going on a year and 2 months, to say the least. You know me, ever since I've been discussing wrestling for most like a year and about a month, to say the least. It's about that, but still, you get the point. You know, I always call shit right down the middle, no matter who my favorites are, no matter if I don't like anybody else. I call it right down the middle creatively what I think is right and what I think is wrong. This is not one of those things that's good. Unless Rhea loses that Evolution, then fine. I'll be fine with that. But Iyo has been beating Rhea left and right. You think they're going to beat Rhea for a third time in a row? I don't know about that, people. At least now she's not going to beat her clean. I know that probably. If Iyo was going to win, she ain't beating Rhea without any help. Not that she can't do it personally, she can definitely do it in her sleep, probably. I'm talking about WWE's logic here. I'm just talking about WWE's logic. We're waiting to find out, man, but this gets a big fat C to start the show. It's not really a great segment whatsoever, at all whatsoever. I hope they got in some sort of aspect that Iyo does squeak out a victory. Maybe Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez cost Rhea the match. Hope to God that's the case. That'll be perfect, I feel. But then again, probably main event your show. You really wanted to go off the air for their second ever Evolution Women's PLE with a fucking screwed up finish? Oh, we saw that WrestleMania 41 with John Cena and Cody Rhodes. That's different. That's 41 years of WrestleMania. This is only the second ever Evolution pay-per-view / PLE. The fuck are you comparing that for? Come on, people. Come on. This gets a big fat C to start the show. Moving on to the Judgement Days. Finn Balor and JD McDonough defeat the New Day, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston to win the WWE World Tag Team titles. This gets a B only because the match was very good. But I have this one question. Why the flying fuck do we have to have the Judgement Days Balor McDonough to get back those World Tag Team titles? Only because the New Day's run not been it? I'll be honest, it's not it. But you think going back to Balor McDonough for a second time is better for the division? You all be out of your fucking mind. Come on, people. If you're going to tell us about the New Day, making it a more, better with way long term. This is not going to be like that. I don't care what else you fucking say. Merge the tag team titles on the main roster. You don't need 2 sets. How many times to fucking tell you people this? I put a statement on Twitter about this earlier today, or was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday during Raw, actually. My God, bro. How many times did the World Tag Team titles like a fucking curse on the Monday Night Raw? Involving the tag team. You get the tag team titles and the World Tag Team titles, you might as well just end your career right then and there, to say the least. There's nothing much going on after that. The Raw Tag Team division fucking sucks ass, bro. Let's be real. The Raw Tag division is fucking awful. SmackDown at least have some sort of direction, I can't stand on Friday night either. With the Street Profits, the Wyatt Six, Fraxium, DIY, and Los Garzas, and etc. They used to put the whole tag division on SmackDown in one freaking match. I hate that, don't get me wrong. We used to have some sort of division, to say the least. This division on Raw is non-existent. Non-existent to umpteenth degree. Some solid teams, don't get me wrong, but very, very, non-existent as well, to say the least. This gets a B. Fun match, is a really botched outcome, I feel. Moving on to Rusev. He defeats Sheamus in a very fun match as well. This also gets a B. I thought these two could have a better match, but it's still a very fun match, don't get me wrong. Sheamus is always his catchphrase, phrase is always banger after banger after banger after banger after banger. As this man put his bangers in his sleep. Okay, my God, that sounded fucking wrong. I ain't gonna lie. That sounded fucking... That really did say, that did really sound fucking wrong. Pause. But you get the point. Sheamus is a great professional wrestler. And Rusev is very good at what he does too. Oh my God, I can't believe I actually said that. Oh my God. There's going to be another freaking recording after this. Don't worry, people. You can laugh at me then. But this is a fun match, bro. Sheamus is always catchphrase banger after banger after banger. There's a reason for that. He's a great professional wrestler. Well, I just see him get that Intercontinental Championship sooner around, whatever it is to say. So I'll be WrestleMania 42, be blue in the eyes. I feel like every fucking year to discuss WrestleMania, I feel like every time Sheamus is on the card for challenging the Intercontinental Championship, at least going in there as a champion, though. Wait and find out. So wait and find out that for sure. With this Rusev and Sheamus match for non-title, for not the IC title, you get the point. This gets a B. Very fun match for sure. Moving on to the best thing on the show, and it's not even close. Gunther, the reigning defending WWE World Heavyweight Champion, made his way to the ranks to discuss his defense of the WWE World Heavyweight Championship against Goldberg at Saturday night's main event on July 12th of 2025. And after Gunther was talking trash about Goldberg, Gunther asked what's next. Go figure out Goldberg's catchphrase. What's next? You're next! Fucking ridiculous, bro, to say the least. And Seth Rollins, Mr. Money in the Bank, came out to say they didn't want to cash in his contract, which, by the way, I actually like to design a new Money in the Bank contract with Seth Rollins. I think it's quite interesting to say the least. Reminds me a lot of Tiffany Stratton's from last year, the customized Money in the Bank contract. This time it's more brownish, and compared to last year, Tiffany's being pink. Because where Seth Rollins had a pink contract, to say the least, wouldn't that be bizarre? But to say the least, I like the contract that my Seth Rollins has there, to say the least. When he cashed in his contract at Night of Champions, he just wanted to cost CM Punk the Undisputed WWE Championship. I found that kind of be funny, though. The reason why I say that is because, dude, he came out with the referee with Charles Robinson when he got taken out by John Cena. He asked for another referee after the first referee got taken out. And then Cena took out the referee there. Of course you wanted to cash in, Seth. Stop bullshitting, bro. Come on, man. You know that's bullshit. Come on. I know he definitely wanted to cost Punk. That's one of his things. He wanted to win the championship, too. Come on, Seth. I call bullshit on that. And Punk hit the ring and seeking revenge, and nearly it had not been for Rollins' ice rake to sprint in the crowd. An angry Punk shoved Gunther to the mat, leaving the champion dismayed, and Rollins was in the crowd, and he was seen getting attacked by LA Knight. And later, matches confirmed for Saturday night's main event for July 12th of 2025 as well. This is the best thing on the show. There's a lot of chaotic stuff here, to say the least. This gets an A-, so like I said, the best thing on the show. My question is, when are we doing CM Punk and Gunther, bro, for that world title? Do we do that at SummerSlam? That'd be interesting to do that at SummerSlam for that. And then maybe Seth Rollins cashes in the contract then. Maybe we don't do Sami Zayn and Gunther for world title at SummerSlam. We don't have to do it. We don't have to do it for SummerSlam, though. We don't have to do that. We can have Sami Zayn lay off till not even get screwed off like Daniel Bryan from 2013 SummerSlam. He doesn't have to do that, but I prefer it to be Sami Zayn. But as long as Sami Zayn is contention to win a 2026 Royal Rumble match for the men's side of things next year, taking place in Saudi Arabia nonetheless, then I don't know what the fuck we're doing then, though. But Seth Rollins and CM Punk and Gunther for the world title at SummerSlam. Maybe like epic like WrestleMania 31 all over again with Seth Rollins cashing in. Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. Do we see Roman at SummerSlam? Does he cost Seth Rollins? Maybe like he's like, man, I much don't like CM Punk. I'm just going to screw over Seth Rollins the way he screwed me at WrestleMania 31. I don't want the same thing happen here, Punk or Gunther. Does that happen? It should be interesting. Maybe does he... But then again, like I said in previous episodes, it's the same thing, basically the same thing he did last year with CM Punk and Drew McIntyre at the Money in the Bank contract. Or Drew McIntyre was screwed out of the contract. We didn't find out, bro, I guess, to say the least. But this segment is an all grade and A-, best thing in the show by far, in my opinion. I still like this fact of doing LA Knight and Seth Rollins at Saturday night's main event for July 12th. It just seems like an odd place to put it, and it's obviously like a lose-lose situation for LA Knight, to say the least. A- is your grade. Moving on to Lyra Valkyria versus Bayley for a number one contendership for Becky Lynch and the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship for Evolution. Goes to a draw. This is pretty solid. Gave it a B-. I didn't like the finish to this. I didn't mind the draw per se. But the finish was just awkwardly done to a point. It was very awkward and it was very confusing. I know they were trying to execute it better. They need to execute a lot better with that. It was not executed very well, to say at least. And a major freaking voice crack, go figure. But this gets a B-. I like the fact that you're not doing like a full far winner here. I prefer Becky get involved with this. She was not on the show last night. It was interesting to me. I think she was at somebody's wedding in Canada, so at least I forgot who it was. I think it was Jinder Mahal, right? I think it was. But this gets a B-. It's not that bad of a match per se. I mean, Lyra and Bayley are fighting in the crowd. I found that to be freaking very fun, to say the least. And this gets a B- with Lyra, Valkyrie, and Bayley. Moving on, we're going into the main event. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, two members of Seth Rollins' faction, defeat Sami Zayn and Penta in the main event. After the match, Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker attempted to further punish Zayn, only for a steel chair telling Jey Uso made the save, with the former WWE World Heavyweight Champion laid into Breaker, and then ended Reed's night by throwing a steel chair at Reed's face. Like I said at the top of the show for this today, that was fucking awkward. I gotta be honest, that was awkward. Like, you have, like, Jey Uso throwing the steel chair at Bronson Reed and go off the chair just like that as I snap my finger. Like, what the fuck was that, bro? What the fuck was that? Like, are you freaking kidding me? You're doing Bronson Reed like that, bro? I mean, damn, it was fucking awkward as hell. And then you go off the show with that in general. It was awkward, to say the least. I am not going to lie to you people, okay, as I normally don't. That was fucking awkward, I gotta be honest. The match is also like a formulaic, like a SmackDown main event. And this is fucking Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Like, the fuck are we doing here? Where's the end goal with Seth Rollins' faction feud with Sami Zayn? You're getting Penta involved? Who the fuck cares, man? Like, who the fuck cares? I don't get it. I don't understand whatsoever. This man gets an overrate of B-. As the overall show for Monday Night Raw June 30th, 2025 review, it's an overrate also a B-. A very boring Monday Night Raw from June 30th, 2025. Thank y'all for watching. Nolan, Mr. Lucas, Monday Night Raw June 30th, 2025 review, taping Tuesday, July 1st. Oh, by the way, happy July. I was interested. I did the intro to YouTube the first day of freaking July. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that freaking interesting, to say the least? So, I hope you all like the intro, but I hope you all like it. Even if you don't like it, but at least be respectful in the comments section when you don't like it. Just be respectful. You can leave a comment all you want about the intro, but as long as you be respectful and you say you still watch me, not unsubscribe, you're subscribed, whatever. Be respectful, to say the least, about my intro. You can get criticism all you want, but please be respectful. Like I said, I'm always up to constructive criticism, people. Don't get it twisted. I'm always up for constructive criticism as long as you're fucking nice and not a fucking asshole, to say the least. Thank y'all for watching Monday Night Raw June 30th, 2020 review for Lucas Eon on YouTube for Wrestling Side. Thanks to be July 1st, so Tuesday. I'll be back hopefully today with your flagship No Limits report. With your Lucas Eon Wrestling Report for July 1st of 2025, your episode number 3. Want to do that, honestly. Like I said, join me later today with that. Hopefully I can get that, knock on wood. It is 5:02 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in Syracuse, New York, but it is what it is, to say the least. Until hopefully today for more content on Lucas Eon on YouTube and wrestling. Peace, love, and out. Take care. Love you all big time, to say the least.